Hello wonderful people, it's always a pleasure to come back to you with this exciting episode, and today I have a wonderful guest with me. She's gonna let you know who she is, and I'm also excited to finally launch She Thrives feature on my YouTube channel. You can tell from the name we're gonna talk about how women do what they do, why they do what they do, and I hope that this series is gonna inspire you to become a better version of yourself. Without further ado, I am so thrilled to bring to you this wonderful friend of mine. We met maybe has it been a year?
Yeah.
It's almost a year?
No, it's been a year.
It's been a year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. Well, technically a little less. Almost a year.
I think next January 2026
it's
it will
gonna be a year.
like officially.
Can't wait. Yeah. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself and we'll get into this exciting episode. So take it away.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm honored. If you know anything about Petal, it's an honor for me to be here.
I'm honored that you're here.
So I'm gonna preface by saying I'm a very awkward person, so you'll see that throughout this interview. So my name is Claire Bagazonzia. I am first generation Ugandan American, I guess you'd say. I probably would have never said American a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Because trauma, but that's a topic for another day. Say where we live, or
we could say that, like not all the
details.
things.
Not all the details.
Security is very
Yes,
important.
yes.
So just scratch the surface.
Yeah, I would say born and raised, born in Kenya, raised in Uganda, raised in America.
What do you do?
Or what do I do?
Yeah, like what industry are you currently working in?
So I guess most of my professional career has been in nonprofit work.
Okay.
So currently I am technically working for a nonprofit under a foundation. So it's kind of like multifaceted, but it's still like nonprofit work, which I love to do. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to know that I...
We'll get into the tea
I was like, we're going to get into I'm like, I think I'm trying to discern like how much I should share or how much I want to share versus like, because I can be a very open book.
I love that. So we'll get into all of those pieces. For now, I just wanted for people to kind of get a hang of who you are and what you do.
Yeah.
So Claire is also very fabulous in like her dressing, her style, her hair. Oh my gosh.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm regular with my hair.
She's not regular at all. Want to tell us more about your work experience in the nonprofit?
Yeah, so I've done everything from working with refugee and immigrant communities, from civil rights engagement to programming around providing resources for what like the community needs, whether it's like housing or childcare, whatever it is. I'm trying to also think. I've done a lot of like event planning and project management in the last
You're definitely
3 years.
the event planner. Oh my gosh.
Don't let her like I do like planning events, I will say that.
I know what I'm saying because I've worked with Claire on a couple of events, and when I tell you she knows her stuff, she knows her stuff. We're trying to get her to start her own event company, but she's being stubborn. But watch this space. Watch this space in the next couple of years. So it's okay.
Yeah.
We'll
maybe,
wait.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let me get some money first.
It's okay. We're all trying to get these dollars,
Yeah.
If you get them before me, please let me know where you get them.
I will.
And if I do, I'll also let you know.
The money. I'll probably like, listen, I have this money. What can you
This is why we are friends.
Yes. You never leave your friends behind.
Exactly. You're gonna see me look at my phone a lot just because we prepared for this episode just a tiny bit. So I'm gonna make reference to some of the things that I really want to capture answer as detailed as possible, okay? If you could use only one adjective to describe yourself, Claire, what would that be? What would that word be?
One adjective. I saw these questions too, but now I'm like totally blanking. I'd say caring. Yeah.
I agree.
I was like thinking of a bunch of adjectives and I wanted to use them all, but just one. I would say caring.
Is it because it starts with a C and your name starts with a C?
No.
I know it's the reason.
It is not. Because I was thinking of like warm, fun, you know, loving, you know, like those are the words.
Which is true about you.
And I was like, how can I encompass all of those into one word? And I think caring.
And I think it shows even in what you're currently doing right now, like your the non-profit that you're working with right now, like it really embodies that about you. So I definitely agree that you're caring. I say that because most times when I've had this question, the thing that comes to my mind is resilient for myself. Because it starts with an R. My name also starts with an R. I'm not as witty. I don't. That's smart. At the same time, I feel like that's the one word I would constantly use to describe myself with.
I would use that too for you. I think that fits.
Well, now that we're getting older. Period. What do your close friends call you?
You know, when I saw this question, I was like thinking real hard, and I was like, actually, I think maybe because my name is Claire, it's a very like American or Western name. You know, people call me Claire. There's been like the Claire Bear thing, which also is like common with anybody with Claire Bear. I'm not telling you. I'm not giving you permission to call me that.
Now I know.
Please do not, because I will not answer. But yeah, Claire Bear.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have like a cool first name that you know, Claire like yours. Rose cool. Petal.
Let me also make a public apology. So when I started to fast Dr. Claire, for some reason I kept calling her Grace. Do you remember?
No.
You don't even remember?
I don't remember you calling me Grace.
I literally addressed an email saying, "Hi Grace," and then I sent another email saying, "I'm sorry,
Claire." I don't remember.
Oh, it's good you don't remember.
I wish I could go back to those emails, but I can't.
I just want to say I'm sorry.
I look like a Grace.
Yeah.
Grace is a beautiful name. I haven't heard
you're
Grace.
Gracious, graceful. But now I could never get your name wrong. even if someone woke me up in the middle of the night. Claire. Yeah. What's an outfit that makes you feel the most like yourself?
I think.
And don't say pajamas. We all do.
I know what you mean. I mean, that would have probably been my answer, but I knew what you were getting at with that question. I would say anything colorful or anything like African inspired.
I've seen the Gen Zs do this. I don't know. Is it the two fingers?
I think it's the middle finger.
Girl, I'm old. Yeah.
Or this one.
Yeah.
I've also seen this one. Like the index, but I think it's this.
This one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So color, you say?
Colorful or like African attire, whether it's like a daishiki or like an African print shirt or pants. I think that's like my thing.
Okay. Yeah. And you look beautiful in color.
Oh, thank you.
I've told you before and I'll keep telling you. How has your personal style changed as you've grown into different seasons of your life? Ooh, is that deep? Do you think it's deep?
When I saw this question, I was like, oh God, I don't know if we'll have enough time. But
we have time, boo.
I think it's changed drastically. And anybody who's known me since like I moved to the US at like 13 definitely has seen that change. And anybody who knew me in college has seen that change and now has seen that change. But I was very tomboyish. Like, you would never find me in such bright colors. You would never find me with makeup. I was very tomboyish. T-shirts, jeans, baggy jeans, anything that like hid my body and my curves, that's how I dressed. So I went from that from high school, and then when I went to undergrad college, I think my friends and my mom like got together I'm blanking on the word, but like they got together and literally like threw out all my clothes, my tomboyish clothes, and like forced me to shop.
Conspiracy.
That's the word. They conspired against me, and like literally my mom and a couple of my friends went with me before I went to college, and they like bought me a whole new wardrobe. So like I was able to like snag a couple of t-shirts and keep them and take them with me. But like now I had clothes that were fitting. I had clothes that were showing my figure, and it was very uncomfortable, but I think I tried to lean into it because I think at the end of the day they saw something about me that I didn't see. And were like, you deserve to like show off what you got. You deserve to like, you know.
If I had half of the cups you do, girl. I would have been arrested.
It's hard.
I would have been arrested on the streets.
I'm grateful.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, but that's funny because like I'm grateful, but I'm also like, it's also hard.
Yeah, it's,
you know, because like you know, the curvy girls out there know it. You can't tell by the way I'm sitting or if I stand up, anyways. But like, if you get a pair of jeans. And I like wear 3 different size jeans because my waist is smaller than my hips, than my thighs, right?
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Jeans are not things like I buy as much nowadays because like it's a hit or miss.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
So yeah, but yeah, it's changed drastically. Now I definitely I wear dresses more. I wear skirts more. I wear like looser pants more than I do jeans because it's just that much more comfortable. But it can be comfortable and cute. And I'm much more colorful.
And how do you feel about yourself now compared to was you wearing the baggy jeans and the t-shirts? Was it kind of like was it coming from a place of, you know, hiding or being shy, or was it just a comfort thing?
I think it was both. I didn't know how to dress my body.
Yes.
I you know, being a young girl, I felt like if I dressed my body with fitting clothes, it would attract the wrong attention. Because I saw that happening growing up in my community, and I was like, I don't want that, you know. Like I only dressed up when we had to like go for a party or like a family gathering or a community thing. Like my mom would make sure, like, made us dress up for those things, so I didn't feel like I needed to dress up. Other than that, like, like hang out with my friends, go to the mall or whatever, go to the movies, I didn't feel like I needed to put that much effort. But then I literally did not have a choice after they threw away all my clothes.
I hear you. I think it was for the better, if you ask me.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, looking back now, I'm like, they did me a favor.
But at that time,
I was just like so upset.
I know. Gosh, you never want to see Claire mad. Let me just.
But let me tell you, I wondered for a very long time where those clothes went.
Oh, nobody said nothing.
No, my mom's just like, I threw them away. And I know my mom didn't throw them away. She gave them to somebody. Tell me why years later I'm seeing pictures from my cousins, my younger cousins and aunties back home, and I'm like, that shirt looks familiar. Those pants look familiar. I said,
no way.
This is a conspiracy.
Did they really?
Send them back home.
Trust your African mother to do such things.
I said, at least somebody's enjoying them.
Yeah.
It was very sad.
I'm so
sorry.
I need a hug.
Yes.
I'm sorry. All those things have made you stronger today.
For real. You want to be strong? You want to be resilient? Find an immigrant or an African mother.
Period.
Nothing can beat you in this world. Nothing will stop you in this world.
If you could describe your style in 3 words, what would these 3 words be?
Colorful. I want to say like African or African inspired. I try to like put some sort of like African piece, whether it's my hair, my jewelry, something, a shirt, shoes, and comfortable.
Okay.
Like I like to be cute, but also comfortable.
I think you're a really honest person. Because everything you're saying, I absolutely agree with.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I wasn't going to say things and you're like...
I would be giving you the side eye.
You'd be like...
I'd be like...
Why are you fibbing for these internet people?
I would have... After this, I would have the real questions.
You'd be like, take two.
Take two.
Yeah.
Clear.
And I don't want the wrath of Rose Peta.
No, I don't have wrath. I only have love.
She has very gentle wrath. You know, it comes off as like, huh? Oh,
but sometimes I really push you to the wall in our conversations.
Yeah.
But it's
a very gentle way. Like, you know, it's not traumatizing. I'll say that.
Okay, I wouldn't
so
want
I
to
appreciate
traumatize
it.
you.
I appreciate it.
Okay. We are just about to finish this segment and I have one last question in this segment. What's one piece in your closet that tells a story?
This I was telling you that this was like, it was hard for me to kind of figure it out because my style has changed over time and it still changes. And I'm experimenting a lot in different styles. But I think one that like is dear to me is I received this like gold Ugandan chain from a friend, from a very dear friend a couple years ago, and I still have that chain till this day. And it's interesting, right? It's just a piece of jewelry, right? And you're like, why is that so sentimental? But I think it was the thought of her buying this for me and thinking of me and saying, I want to get her a gift. And she was like, let me get her something that like I don't think she has, which I never had. And I would see a lot of Africans with like gold African map chains, and I was like, where did they get them from? Like, I want one. I never thought of like, I wonder if there's one out there with just like the shape of my country. And even has the borders on it and everything. Like, it's so cute. And this was before I was like a fan of wearing gold. And so when she got it for me, I like cried, and she was like, what's wrong with you? She was like, it's just a necklace. And I was like, you don't understand what this means to me. And she's like, okay, girl. Like,
it's just a necklace though.
It's just a necklace. But for me, it was more than that. And so like I remember the first year when she got me that birthday, I wore it like every day. I had to find a way to incorporate it every day for the next year. And then I was like, okay, maybe I need to wear more stuff. So like I would switch every other day or every week. But I love that necklace to death.
Okay, that's a deep story right there.
I'll have to send her this video.
Yes, and you need to send me the picture of that necklace.
Oh yes,
so that I can have a picture. You know,
it's so nice. Even my older sister was like, where can I get one? Ask her where she got it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But she has her number, so she called her.
Oh, okay.
She never got it though.
Sisters though. Sisters.
Why do you want to be like me? Yourself. Find your own thing.
I know. But friend, thank you. Receive your flowers for being so
thoughtful.
Yeah, for being so thoughtful. Now that we've scratched the surface, we can get into the real meat of this conversation. But I'm really loving this conversation already. It feels like just our friendship catch-ups. So I hope it feels the same for you.
It does. It's like conversations with friends.
Yes. I love it. What is thriving to you as a woman?
It's gonna sound so corny, but I'm corny. I'm cheesy. I love rom-coms, so it's definitely on brand for me to say this. But honestly, like, being happy, I think as a woman, and specifically as a like black woman, we've had to do double or triple or quadruple of what other women might do or other people might do just to kind of meet a certain standard that's like put for us. And so we spend a lot of time, we're like high performers, right? So we spend a lot of time performing, whether it's like at work, at school, in public, at home. And sometimes I think we're like, if we're not doing this thing or we're not performing at this high level, and people don't see that, then like there's something wrong, right? So I think I've learned to like still be a high performer, because that's just never going to go away, but also to find moments of like joy and happiness, like okay, am I doing this thing because I'm trying to impress so and so, or am I doing it because I know that's what my character is and that's what I want to give, but I'm also happy, right? Like, but if I'm doing it for someone else or for somebody else's like favor or praise, then I'm always gonna need that to validate who I am. And so I've learned to kind of like slowly let go of that and be like, yeah, I can perform highly and do my best, but I'm doing my best because that's what I want to do, not because I'm expecting some sort of praise or validation from somebody else, right? So if I can do all the things I need to do and also like be happy while doing it, like to me that's a success. And I know it's so simple, but sometimes I think we complicate, or even I've complicated things when I didn't really need to. I just needed to do it because I wanted to, not because somebody else told me I should. So
guys, I honestly feel like I'm sitting with a therapist, like
well, you know,
you're saying all these things and I'm reflecting and I'm asking I'm like
asking yourself those same questions.
You're saying it all.
Well, therapy is great too. So if you have an opportunity, go to therapy.
Yes, please. And thank you for sharing that with us. It's a very timely reminder, and I think that's one of the things that I realized, like coming into this country, you can get into this cycle of always wanting to prove yourself, because unfortunately, I don't know, I guess
they don't see that. The system sees you as like less than.
Exactly. So you constantly have to prove yourself. And even going through school, I had moments where I just, I had to make sure I said something before the end of class, just so that people don't assume that because she's quiet she doesn't know, or she's not smart or things like that. But then, like you're saying, you have to get to this point where you realize that, hey, how are you defining your worth, like as a person, for you, like do it for you, because sometimes you'll do the extra, you'll go that extra mile, but still there's people that will never appreciate all the effort, or they'll still want you to do more and more, and before you know it, you don't have a back, you don't have legs that can carry you, your mental state is down there. Exactly. So thank you for sharing that. And
I like that you said that, because this madam here,
let her not lie to you. She's the powerhouse.
So much.
Oh my
gosh. I wish I had her
Claire.
Resilience, her perseverance.
I think you need a water break.
No, I'm good. I'm not thirsty at all. I wish I had the gal that she had when I was in grad school, because we went to the same grad school years apart, and the things she did and the impact I know she left on people and the institution, 100 out of 100.
You're the guest in this show.
I'm just saying, I gotta give props to where it is, because you were doing all those things, right? And I won't spill her stuff, but she was in like 3 different leadership positions while getting A's in all her classes, while planning events, while working. When we worked together, like I did not have that energy. I did not have that energy.
Since I'm editing, I can cut that part out.
But I think this is what makes it.
But
juice,
thank you. I'll receive my flowers. I think
yes,
as women we need to learn how to accept our flowers and receive our flowers.
You can accept and receive them awkwardly. That's fine. Okay. But accept and receive them. Regardless.
Okay, girl, don't be making me look like this on my own show.
She's great.
Thank you, Claire. Tell us about an experience you've had in life that has shaped the woman you are today. It could be 1, it could be 2. Me, I'm just gonna refill my water, but I have all the time. All the time. Just some things that have been so impactful and have shaped who Claire is today.
There's been a lot. I will say that there's been a lot.
Yeah.
I've moved around a lot. Like since I've been in the US, since my family moved to the US. I've moved around a lot. But I think in terms of like shaping me as a woman in society and who I am today, a lot of people have played a part, good or bad. But I think living abroad in my junior year of undergrad in Japan was probably one of the most pivotal moments, because it was the first time, I was living abroad without like family or anybody that I knew, two, in a country where language and culture was vastly different from anything I'd ever experienced in real life. And so I think it forced me to literally go out of my comfort zone. It forced me to, you know, do things and grow, learn to be independent first off, learn to hold myself accountable for things I did or did not do. I think it also helped me learn how to set boundaries. And yeah, I'm like, people who know me know I talk about this all the time, but like I think I grew a backbone when I lived abroad, because I was there for 2 years and I had to literally fend for myself, right? Of course I had help from other like students like me, and adults who had been there and kind of knew the culture, but I literally had to, my awkward self had to literally get out of my comfort zone, whether it was like in the grocery store trying to figure out what is what because everything is in Japanese, or asking for directions. And I hate, to this day I hate asking for directions, but I can do it. I can do it because I was forced to have to do it in a different language. Right? So I think that time really shaped me. You know, I came back and I was just like saying no to things, setting boundaries, and I was like, who is this person? And there were a couple of people in my life who were very like happy for me. And they were like, yes, we've been waiting for you to be this person. And others who were like, why are you being a bee? And I'm like, because I don't want to do. Okay. Thank you, Japan. Thank you to my parents for allowing me to go to Japan, because it really helped me figure out who I was and who I could be.
Exactly.
You know?
So. And a lot of people, even as adults, really struggle with setting boundaries. So
it's not easy.
It's not easy at all, especially even with like family and people close to you. So I feel like that's something that, you know, every person needs to learn how to set boundaries, because even in the workplace, like sometimes people be trying you, you know, people be pushing your limits. So it's good to
say that again.
And I'm glad that Japan gave you this chance to be more self-aware. You know, like I've had a lot of people talk about self-awareness today as adults, and I'm like, yes, we all need to be self-aware of who we are, what our boundaries are. It's such a good place to be at in life, because any space you find yourself in, you're always going to be conscious of when someone's crossing a boundary. You're always going to be conscious of this I cannot do, as opposed to just like going with the water or going with the waves, or going when people are going left, Claire's there. When people are going right, Claire's there. Going back, going forward, no. Do
not have that expectation of me, please. You're going to be disappointed.
So
but it's hard. It's hard to, even till this day as I'm talking, like I learned how to set boundaries, I learned how to say no. I did, and I do my best to apply that in like the real life scenarios I go through, but it'd be hard sometimes.
I know
it'd be hard, especially at work and with family
and friends sometimes, especially friends you've known for a long while, you know, it's like, how do I say no to you know, but it's still I would still rather be someone who can set boundaries, who sets boundaries, than someone who doesn't have any boundaries at all. Because the heartache also that can come with you not having boundaries, I think it's just too much. And you protect yourself so that you can also be good to others.
Yeah.
Because if you've had multiple experiences of being hurt and like people crossing boundaries, then you might end up just being a very, you know, mean person, and not because you initially wanted to be mean, but because you did not protect your heart from all of these things. Now it's full of bile, you know. So I think it's good that we also learn to respect other people's boundaries, because in so doing we allow them to be better for the people in their lives. You know, I don't know if it makes sense.
That's a word. I'm gonna do what the Gen Z do.
What they do. Have you ever failed at something as an adult, and how did you pick yourself up again and not lose your confidence? Hey, I'm also thinking about this question, and I'm like, yo, this is...
I have failed at a lot of things, you know. I think, and sometimes I've learned, sometimes I have not learned. You know, repeated those same mistakes.
You just failed.
So we're all human, let's be real.
Yes.
But I think failing as an adult, that one is deep. So many thoughts. But I think I've failed, like, generally speaking, when I've failed, right? I've tried to, you know, sit down, reflect, and think about, okay, I failed at this thing. Like, there's no rewinding time and changing my thought process or how I reacted, but like, how can I avoid this situation again? I think when we're like, oh, I failed at this thing and I could never make this mistake again, we're in the Lulu land. We're like lying to ourselves, because the same mistakes you made could possibly happen. Not saying they always do, but they could possibly happen. So I think it's important to like give yourself grace and just like reflect on, okay, how do I avoid having to make this mistake again, right? And it's hard. It's not always simple as like, oh, okay, I messed up. How do I fix this for the future? And in the future, it's not gonna happen again, right? Like, I think being able to like give yourself grace, be grateful that like you failed at this thing, but it didn't like blow up in your face horribly. Like, it was still bad, but it could have been worse. It could have been worse, right? Yeah. And so saying, okay, how do I pivot? How do I learn to, one, know my triggers? You know, because sometimes mistakes are, you know, it's because you were triggered by something something popped off. So how do I, in the future, avoid, not avoid, but like mitigate this trigger and react differently, right? I think like when you make a mistake, being able to honestly reflect, whether it's by yourself, with yourself, or with a friend, or with a therapist, probably a therapist, because give your friends and family a break. They can't, you know what I mean? They can't always be your therapist, but like, I understand going to a friend if like it's an immediate thing. But I think self-reflection and being able to talk it out with somebody who's not going to be judgmental is like super important.
I hear you.
Because if something similar or the same happens in the future, you're able to not do the same thing. So I think generally that's how I've approached being able to pivot and be flexible and adaptable is also important. But like I said, like, easier said than done, right? Like,
easier said than done. I know.
Sometimes it's as easy as being able to not do that thing again, or not to repeat that mistake, and sometimes it's not. But I think giving yourself grace is like the biggest thing, because we're human. Like, we're gonna make mistakes. No one's perfect.
That's true.
Anybody who tells you they're like, oh, I'm perfect, they're lying.
They're lying. That's true.
It's a mask. We've all done it.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
But I think that's how I've navigated it up until this time. So
I think that's a very healthy and productive way to look at failure, and not like beat yourself down because of sometimes it's because you didn't know better. Sometimes it's because you've put yourself in a space you've never been before, and so you're trying something new. So like you said, sometimes you have lessons, sometimes you just failed and it's yeah, it is what it is. I don't know
It is
if
what it is.
I don't know if you ever have moments in your day where you kind of replay some things you said and you cringe.
Oh yeah.
And you be like,
Oh yeah.
did I have to say that?
Yeah. I talk to myself a lot after things have happened, and I've had a moment to like think about it. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have. I was like, well, I said it.
I said but that's say
I can't rewind time.
You cannot rewind, but
You know.
I just find it very interesting how sometimes I'm like,
yeah,
like I said,
we all have cringy moments.
Yeah,
it's life.
It's life, exactly. That's the in between. That's what makes life worthwhile.
Yeah.
Imagine if everything was so perfect.
Yeah.
And you just like, I would be so bored.
Listen, if everything was going to be perfect, Adam and Eve would not have done what they did.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Period.
So we cannot be held accountable to be perfect.
Yeah, that's true.
Because our predecessors were not.
Yeah, were not. So it's in our human nature.
Yeah.
So yeah. Which reminds me of something I had a while back. I don't know if you've heard about Miles Monroe, but I listened to one of his
The name sounds familiar.
yeah, one of his I don't know, they're not teachings, and he said that the reason why we get disappointed is because we have expectations on humans who are imperfect. So it should actually surprise us when someone does good, because it's in human nature to do a lot of wrong things.
Yeah.
So oftentimes we are disappointed because you expect imperfect people to do perfect things.
Perfect.
And I was like, looking back at the times where I've been hurt by people, it's because I expected my friend to do better.
Yeah.
I expected my friend not to say this, or I expected this person to do that, and I'm like, what if I just said, like, what if I just knew in my head that people are imperfect, I don't mean to say that it's okay to excuse people just doing,
because that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
no,
yes, we can be imperfect.
Yeah, it's definitely not okay to just excuse people doing things to you or being malicious to you. But even in that, you're like, we are all imperfect.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
so anyway, it's just food for
that's
thought.
good.
I remembered that, and I was
maybe we should get that in.
Yeah,
so I can hang it somewhere.
It could save us a lot of heartache, because in doing that, you are just, regardless of the actions of the other person, for you already know that people are imperfect and they will do all of these things. I think it even makes it easier to forgive to some extent. And forgiving doesn't mean that I will let you into my space again. If we're friends and that trust is broken, sometimes it cannot be recovered. But as far as forgiving, I can say, like, humans make mistakes, it's fine, but we can also forgive and go separate ways. I
agree. I think this concept of like forgive and forget, like, it's cute. But like, let's chill on that. Let's I think we should stop telling people that, because some people that you forgive and you forget about it, they take advantage of that.
Yeah, and they hurt you in worse
in
ways.
even more way. You can forgive and be like, I never want to see you again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Peace be.
And you're not a bad person for doing that.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day,
it's a boundary.
And
it's okay. We don't all have to be friends.
Exactly. That's the thing I'm learning about being an adult. Like, you don't need 100 friends. Or like, you just need 5 real people. And that's it. Period.
Listen, if I can't talk about random stuff or my intrusive thoughts with you, then we're really not friends.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So we've done that.
Okay.
We've done that. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I be talking about weird stuff. And if you're looking at me like, girl, what?
Oh, then.
Yeah.